Okay, guys, this lesson is on comparing strings. All right, so I've already created something here in IntelliJ, grade 12s, and you can see there's two strings already. There's one called aardvark and there's one called anteater. This is similar to the way it works in Python. So here's how you compare to see if the two strings are equal. We're just going to say, now you can't do this. You would think that you could do this, right? And just say if str1 is equal to str2, but that doesn't actually do what you think it does. In order to see if the two strings are the same, you're going to use the dot equals method. Because remember, strings are methods, or sorry, strings are objects. So because strings are objects, we have to use methods to do anything with them. So now if we do this and we do system.out.println, they are the same. And I'm going to run it, and it should show that they are the same. There's an error. So where's my error? Too many curly braces. So I'm going to get rid of one of them. And in Java, we have to say string in front of each thing, right? Because this is not Python. Okay, let's try running it again. And you can see it doesn't show that they're the same. What if I made them the same? What if I did aardvark and made them the same and then see if it actually works? So it says they are the same. So the key thing to take away here is you have to use the dot equals method if you're comparing strings. Okay? All right, so I'm going to go back so that it says aardvark and anteater, and I'm going to show you how to see. There's something called lexicographical ordering, and we did this in grade 11 in Python. It's the same. You can't use the less than and equal and greater than sign in Java because strings are objects. So this is how we do it. We're going to do. There's a method called the compareTo method, and the compareTo method lets you compare two strings to see if it's going to return a negative value, a positive value, or a 0. So if it's a positive value, we can test that by saying greater than 0. Right? So if it's greater than 0, then we can say that str2 comes first. We'll have an else if statement. So here's my else if statement. If str1.compareTo str2 is less than 0, then we'll say the opposite. We'll say str1 comes first. And again, the way that works is if the compareTo method returns a positive or negative value, that's what we're comparing. Finally, in all other cases, the only other possibility is if it's returning 0. And in that case, they're the same, right? So that's pretty much it. Just a couple things to note. compareTo is a method from the string class. It returns a positive number if the first string comes first in the dictionary, and it returns a negative number if the first string comes last in the dictionary. And then it returns 0 if they're the same. So we'll have a supporting document in our online learning platform there so that you can see it. So that's it. And